and welcome to GQ Live. I am Amolife Kumona, the online editor for GQ South Africa. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. This afternoon, as we chat to a reality star, television personality, model, as well as businesswoman, Faith Nkesi. Faith is going to be joining us, and we're going to be chatting to her on everything Faith. Also speaking about the lockdown. So we've got a lot of an interesting live coming up. So just waiting on Faith to join us in a little bit, and then we can start our live. Do not forget to send through your questions for Faith. Yeah, cool. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for spending your Friday afternoon with us. We totally appreciate it. So I've got some questions down here, as always, for Faith. Send through your questions as well. Hope you're staying sanitized. Hope you are staying at home. Yes, Dan Carter says it's gonna be good. Yes, indeed, Dan, it's gonna be good. We pray the Wi-Fi goes well. We pray the network goes well, and we're just gonna have a great time. I'm gonna quickly just check on Faith. Swanky Jerry, hello, how are you? Nkosiam, hello, thank you guys for joining us. Totally appreciate it. Okay, Faith was just asking when we're going, so I'm just saying, yeah, I was just replying to her. Yes, so just waiting on Faith. Thank you guys for spending your Friday afternoon with us here on GQ. We do not take it lightly. We really appreciate it. You could have chosen to watch any other live, but you're here with us. Nomatemba, thank you for joining us. For all of you who are joining us, I am Amolife Kumona, the online editor for GQ South Africa. I'm just gonna invite Faith that's just joined us. Let me just invite her to our just connecting here to Faith. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You can't see, your head is cut a bit. I'm literally sitting on the floor.
And out, and I put the phone where, like, now it's just not working. Okay, let me take it back.
You know what I'm doing? I sit on the floor literally. Oh, there you are. I can see you.
Okay, there we go.
Much better.
But
How are you
I
doing?
can't see the comments. My eyesight is so bad, but it's fine.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to chat with us. We appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for inviting me.
Cool, cool. So let's talk lockdown. So how has the lockdown been for you? Are you also in 20? It's 22 days today, right?
Yeah, 22 or 23.
Yes.
I can't even keep count anymore. Like, sorry.
How many days are you in the lockdown?
Hold on. Mama! Ma, she's singing. I don't understand. You guys can't hear her, right? Can you hear her?
No, we can't.
No. Okay. Yeah, the lockdown. I mean, I enjoyed it at first, and then now it's just, I hate it. Like, I'm not doing too well. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it? What day are you on?
What is it? It's 22 days, right? But the thing
22.
is,
So did you also start?
no, like I wasn't going out before. Like I was indoors for like a month before that because I was going through my own things. So it's been like forever for me, you know. So I'm just, I'm so over it.
Cool. So what are you doing to keep safe? So are you with your mom? Who else are you with?
I'm with my mom and my brother and my brother's girlfriend and a little baby.
Oh, so at least you've got a whole family going on. So you don't get bored that much. I mean, you've got people to talk to, people who try to annoy you at times.
Yeah. I don't get really bored, but still. It's not. I would like to go out. Let's just say that.
No, I totally agree with you. So this whole corona virus thing, what has it done for you? Because I know a lot of people, it has either made them stronger spiritually. It made them question whatever faith they're in. It has just made them really scared. For you, what has this done to you, and when did you find out about it?
For me, I found out probably um, 2 weeks before we went into lockdown. I've always kind of known about it, but I found out that it's kind of going to be a serious situation in South Africa 2 weeks before, because I wanted to travel and I couldn't. But for me, I mean, this lockdown for me means that I just get to spend time with my family.
Mhm.
I get to really appreciate the things that I used to do before the lockdown, things that we
We can hear your mom
wanted.
now.
Huh?
We can hear your
Oh,
mother
you can
now.
hear. Can I just 2 minutes?
It's okay.
You guys, I think she has earphones on. I don't know why she's doing this to me. Let me just pause her. Let me go downstairs.
It's okay.
And she's making a noise, and I can also hear her. Mom, hello, 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 Mama, hello. You're making noise. I'm on live. Yes, Wahan. Okay, sorted. Gosh.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So you were talking about how you found out 2 weeks prior
Yeah.
about the virus.
Yeah, it's definitely just made me appreciate the freedom and, people. I'm not really a people's person, so it definitely
Mhm.
made me appreciate all of that. Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of what you're doing right now, what would your day, if you could paint us a day during the lockdown for Faith, what is that like?
Okay, I wake up at like 9. Um, and then after that, I watch TV, and then I try to work out. Lately, I've been slacking. Um, and then I sit some more and I watch some more TV and I go on Instagram.
Uh,
Oh, I TikTok a lot. Yeah,
mm,
like TikToking these days. And yeah, I just I start dancing and copy like other choreographers that I enjoy doing. But yeah, that's it. And cooking.
cool, cool. And in terms of when your career started, you were part of the pro workers,
Yeah,
correct? Is
yes.
that how you got into the entertainment industry? What was that? Yeah, tell us about that, your career.
Oh, my career as a pro worker was good old days. And nothing was too
Ah,
serious. I had so much fun, and I was spending a lot of time with my friends, and it was just like so much fun. And it definitely made me more independent, also. Um, yeah, and that's how I got into the industry by default, though, because I didn't know I was going to get famous, but here we are today.
so were you guys just starting the group for you guys just have some fun, then boom.
Then boom, yeah. It was like a taboo kind of thing in South Africa for girls to twerk. We didn't really know because, I don't know, we just didn't know that it was going to be a big hoo-ha about it. But yeah, it was for fun and, for some of us to pay our bills, but mostly for fun.
Mm. And for someone who asks, what does faith do? Like, I know a couple of things that you do. I read up. What does faith do?
Okay, I recently just became a reality TV show star. So I just have to put that out there.
Yes, yes.
Right now I'm doing music. Well, not right now because of the lockdown, but yeah, I'm doing that, and I'm also just doing other businesses that got nothing to do with the entertainment business. And yeah, that's what I do.
Is it? And when they call you Queen Twerk, so you say that on your music because I listen to Disrespectful, and also people call you that. What does that mean to you to be called Queen Twerk? And what have you
I don't
like? How have you taken that to create who you are?
I don't think anybody calls me Queen's Work now. But it's something that,
Hmm.
it's a journey that I passed and it's a journey that I'm happy about. So I do there and there just throw it in. But I don't think people really call me that. It would be weird if they had to to be quite honest.
So someone is saying on the comments, please can you twerk for us? I'm like, okay, not that kind of show.
It's not that kind of party.
So in terms of when you planned out what you wanted to do, I mean, you've become one of the most followed people on social media in the world and in South Africa as well. One of the most talked about personalities. When you're mapping out what you wanted to do, is this what you imagined? So if you take us back before all this, what did Faith want to do?
I wanted to be a cosmetologist, actually. I really just love doing makeup. I love, massaging. I just love that whole thing. I never thought I was going to become famous. I didn't even want Instagram. Like my ex-friend at that time, she was like so persistent about me getting Instagram, and I was just like, oh, whatever. But I never thought I was going to get here. And when I did, start realizing that, oh, okay, something is changing in my life. That's when I sat down. I was like, okay, what does this all mean for me? What's the direction I want to take? And I had good influence around me, so that kind of helped. But yeah, I really never thought that I would at all, to be quite honest. No.
And then I just thought about this. So when you were part of the pro twerkers, what did your mom say? Because you know how African moms are like, or just African families generally. What was one of the first things you heard from your mom and your immediate family?
They had like a whole meeting for me, like a family meeting at home, because they found my stepdad owns he used to be my stepdad. He owns a shop. And we just received a newspaper, and I was there smack bang in the front, and he was like, what is going on? So that's how they found out. I used to sneak out, perform, and then they held like a meeting for me, and they were like, what does this actually mean? What are you doing? And then I showed them videos, and they were like, okay, but I know my aunt was like, no, not with it. But my dad and my mom, they were cool about it. My real dad, we never even spoke about it. We don't even talk about it today. He just thinks, because I've always been a dancer, so he's like, yep, my child is a dancer, let's leave it at that. But my mom and my sister, my aunt had a problem with it. They were supportive. Yeah.
And now how old were you then when you had that family meeting?
I think I was like, what, 17? 16? I mean, no, 17, 17. 17 probably. Yeah.
And how has that changed over the years in terms of how they look at what you do now?
Oh, they probably look at me like, you so smart. They're fine. Like they congratulate me all the time. They are proud of where I've come, so they're cool.
So your album. So last year you released your EP. Is it an EP or an album for you?
It's
an EP.
Yeah, it's an EP. Yeah.
So you released your EP, Disrespectful.
Yeah.
I found out about it off social media, but also then I downloaded the album last year. And was being a rapper part of the plan for you? Have you always wanted to do it? And what's the story behind that? Because we didn't see it coming. All of us were like, okay, Faith is a rapper.
I've never really always wanted to be a rapper. All of us girls, we rap in front of the mirror. Like, we all think that we are Nicki Minaj when we're rapping, or whoever artist you like. So it wasn't a thing of, oh, I want to be a rapper one day. I know in high school I used to rap a lot, but I never thought I was going to be a rapper. And then, my brothers approached me, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it's something that I could think about, but it's always something that I thought that I wanted to do after I've done something big, if that makes sense. So I wanted to have my reality show first, and then music. So as soon as I got my reality show, then that's when I was like, okay, cool, let's get into it. Because even if I get backlashed for it, I still have something to fall back on, So yeah, how I went about it. But it wasn't a thing of I've always wanted to be a rapper. No, I've always dreamed when I'm in the mirror that, oh, I could be a rapper, but not really a career path that I thought I was going to take.
And now that you are, how's that dream like? How that you've always dreamed about it, just looked in the mirror jokingly, and now you are part of that industry. You have an EP released, you've performed. How is that like from what you used to think?
it was so much work. Let nobody lie to you. It is just it's so much work, you know. But for the most part, it's fun because I'm more of a performer. I love performing. So that's what I loved about it. But it's a lot of work. Like it's a lot.
Mm.
Yeah.
And how I also found out about your album was through Nadia Nakai. Nadia Nakai tweeted when people were coming at you. They were coming at you, and she said, "Come on, guys, give her a break." Like she just started.
Yeah.
How was what? How did you feel about the reaction, and how did you not kick yourself? What did you do in order to make sure that that reaction from people, because it was mixed?
Yeah. I mean, I feel, you know what? I feel like so much has happened. You know, I mean, I've gotten
Mm,
backlash for so many things on social media. So this was just another one of those, you know. It's not as bad
mm,
as anything else that's been said about me. To be quite frank, I'd rather have people criticizing my work than me as a human. So for me, it was something that I was like, okay, let's dust your shoulders. You know, if some people feel like it's not good, let's do it better. But it wasn't. I mean, it was upsetting seeing what people were saying, but
mm,
it wasn't that bad. As I mean, my brother thought I was breaking down. He was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm fine. You know, like I'm good
ah,
because there's worse that has
mm,
happened to me." So I feel like
mm,
everything
mm.
that has happened to me in the past, it definitely made me stronger today for what people were saying about me.
Mm.
So I not that I didn't care, but it was just one of those.
And speaking of stuff that's been spoken about you, what's the most ridiculous thing you've ever had said about you, tweeted about you, written about you? What's the most ridiculous? Like, okay, guys, you gotta try better or something.
Not even try better. I was just like, wow, we are here. Definitely when they
Uh-huh.
said that I was human trafficking girls, that was the
Mm,
lowest blow ever. That was something that at first I was like, oh, whatever. And then I started seeing
mm,
people are actually they're taking it seriously. So that's when I was like, okay, this is serious now. You know, started from a rumor, but now clearly people believe it. So that's when I was like, yeah, you know, people, whatever one person says can definitely become something that is just out of this world.
mm. And in terms of music, are there any particular rappers, maybe female MCs that you look at, and who inspires your music actually? And you're like, you know what, that lady or that guy is like, I'm inspired by them, and I wish my career trajectory would be like that.
Um, I don't know. Like every time I watch MTV and I see like music videos, I'm just like, oh, I want to do a music video like that. I want to, release a song that bomb. So I feel like every female rapper that is doing well definitely inspires me, to be quite honest. I don't really have a specific one, but I mean, my favorite rapper is Nicki Minaj. I don't know what's going on lately, but if she had to
Mhm.
release more, I'd be happy. But yeah, everybody, I mean, for me, female rappers are just amazing. So every female rapper that is out there and that is rapping, I definitely do pay respect to them.
So someone is asking here, I like the question. Let me just look at the question here. It's the underscore lady. In your opinion, how do you view or describe the image you give people?
I would like to think that I give an image of just self-confidence and somebody that just, I've been thrown with a lot of things and I'm still moving. I'm still succeeding in what I like doing and my dreams are still coming true. So if any other young girl feels like, they are bullied in any sort of way, I mean, I was bullied in high school. So, you can overcome that, look at it in a brighter way. And I would like to think that I give out that kind of energy out there, like, oh my God, how is this girl still standing? I can do it. And so can, another girl. So that's what I would personally like to give out. That's what I hope I do give out.
And have faith. Your reality show.
Yeah.
How did that come about, and why did you agree to do a reality show?
You see, that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to have a reality show, like I swear. So I've gotten like a lot of offers, a lot of proposals, a lot of everything. And this for me was perfect because it was mine. It was about me and my life. And, I wasn't sharing it with really anybody. Well, I am kind of, but basically it's my show. So that's what I kind of liked about it. And um, I had the rights that I liked. So with this one, and plus it was with MTV, and I've worked with MTV before, and I trust them. So yeah, that's how I chose it. How it came about, it was so weird. It was an interview actually, for a show that they had coming up, and so I went there to the interview, and they were like, "Yeah, okay, we want to interview you and do this and do that. So you have to tell us about your life." And then I was like, "I'm not sure if I want to do it." They were like, "Okay, but just tell us about your life anyways." So I told them, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, okay, cool." And then I came back to them. I was like, "You know what? I still don't want to do the interview. Sorry." They were like, "Okay, that's fine." And then 2 days later, they came back. They were like, "Okay, you know what? Can we offer you your own show?" And I was like, "Sure, talk more, you know?" And then after that, a week after that, not even a week, maybe 3 days after that, signed a contract. A week after that, we started shooting. It was so quick. Everything was done so quickly because they canceled the other show. So yeah, that's how it came about. It was so, like, I only absorbed it in when it was about to air. When I was like, okay, shit, now this, yeah.
And then someone asking here, because I'm looking at questions as they go. Guys, we're trying as much to look at your questions. Someone's asking, what do you normally say to people who think your music does not make sense?
I mean, you know what? Everybody has different tastes. There's so many artists that I'm like, oh, I don't like this, but then other people love it, And I feel like there's always I take criticism as a plus, and there's always space to improve. And I do look at the comments and I'm like, okay, I'll improve here, I'll improve there. So that's kind of where I am right now. Definitely when I go back to studio, I will know what to do differently. So yeah. As long as it's still down to me.
So would you okay. So would you say would you say there's Faith the person, then Faith the alter ego? And how do you transition from Faith, your mother's child who we just saw a few minutes ago talking to your mom, to Faith, this personality, this alter ego, this how do you transition to that? And how would you maybe name that alter ego?
My alter ego is definitely Faith Nkesi, and at home, I'm my real name, Mapoloso. I'm so different. Like from what you see on Instagram to what I am at home, I'm so goofy. I'm so shy around people. People would never know that. I'm just so different. But the persona that I put out there is, oh, I'm a bad bitch. I've got this under control. But I mean, I'm human, and most part, I really feel like I'm stupid and goofy. So that's something people don't know about me.
Is it? And how did you create that persona? Who inspired you creating Faith Nkesi, that persona? Because obviously you are a businesswoman. When you sat down and said, I'm going to create this persona, how did you create it?
I didn't really create it. I stood in front of the camera and I took a picture. I think people judge from a picture more than, what's behind the picture. So I didn't really create it. I just took a picture, and you can judge from the picture. But, those who know me know that it's two different people, to be quite honest.
So someone is asking a very interesting question here. This is the underscore lady again saying, please share more about your makeup line. Do you consider yourself a successful businesswoman, and why? As Black women, we all want success and we would love ideas. So obviously it's not only men who are tuning in on GQ, also the women are tuning in.
Okay, with my makeup line, it was supposed to launch a long time ago, but obviously with everything going on, the last thing people want to do is buy makeup, So that has been on pause. But I feel like if you just want to do something, just do it. There's nothing holding you back. I mean, if you have the resources to do it, and if you really are passionate about doing it, then honestly just do it. Like there's nothing as down for like prolonging things, just being undecisive. If you can just set your mind to doing something, then just do it. Like honestly. Yeah.
Kamo is asking, when are we expecting another season of Have Faith?
I
Are we
don't know.
gonna have another season?
I don't know if I'm allowed to mention, but you are definitely gonna have another season. Just I don't think I'm allowed to mention when, but you will have another one.
Is it? And someone is asking, so sorry to ask, but have you had liposuction, fat freezing, or any of that, or is it working out?
I've had fat freezing. For me, I did 2 sessions. I was supposed to do like 8 or something. I didn't really see a result, but different strokes for different folks. So I've done that. I've done fat freezing. That's what I have done. Yeah. Everything else here is built like that. From that woman downstairs that's singing, that's all her.
So I'm just looking through. All right. So how do you handle trolls? How do you handle when trolls, when people come and they troll you either on your social media? People don't troll in person, actually. How do you handle people who troll you on social media?
Oh, I think at first, which when I say at first, I'm probably saying about 7 years ago, it used to bother me. But now it's just a situation. I mean, I stay away from, trending and, being the topic of, discussion. I stay away from all of that. But when it does happen out of your control, there's really, everything just passes. Like, I can tell you that. Like, people talk about you tomorrow, the next day they have somebody else to talk about, and people just follow what everybody else is saying. So that's kind of what I've realized about social media. And to be quite honest, it's something that I am just immune to. Like, I'm so used to it at this point,
So you've been in a couple of music videos, right?
Yeah.
What would you say that life of being, do we call it video vixen in South Africa?
Yeah, it's a video vixen. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is that life like? The life of a video vixen. And if someone wants to get into that and is looking here and saying, okay, Faith would want to find out how to do that. What is that like?
It's definitely, I feel like, okay, when I was a video vixen and strictly doing a video, like being a video vixen, I feel like people would take advantage. I feel like video vixens were not paid enough, one, and we were just worked overtime. But I was young. It was fun. I was so young. Like, I can't even stress how young I was. And it was fun. But now that I established the brand, that's when I realized that, oh, you guys are actually taking advantage when I actually charged the fee and it was completely fine than to back then. So I feel like I wouldn't suggest that anybody like willingly want to become a video vixen. But people can do whatever, but I just wouldn't suggest it, to be quite honest. It wasn't a pleasant experience.
And I'm sure as an attractive woman, you get a lot of advances from men, right? What would you say is the corniest line that someone has, or the corniest way someone has tried to get you, like, to be their girlfriend or take you out on a date?
It's just, people don't actually approach me. It's always like, if somebody knows me, they'll be like, oh, somebody wants you. But it's never, nobody really approaches me. I've never really had a guy come up to me and been like, listen here, I like you. Unless if maybe they chat from far and they see that I'm not with them, but never, I don't really get approached. It's so sad.
Really?
No, I don't. I have a lot of guys that
So
want
how do you date?
but from people.
How do you date? How do you date?
I've never dated anybody that's come up to me and asked for my number.
Share at you.
Yeah, she like me. Like, I've never. It's always a situation of, oh, who knows this person, or yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
Is it? So if a guy was wanting to come up to you, what would you say are some of the things that impress you? So if someone wants to impress Faith, and
Or
what are
just
some of
don't come
those
up to
things? Let's say,
like, see, I'm hard. Like I will walk so fast, I'll start running. Like, just don't come up to me. It's okay. Leave it. Like,
is
like
it? And in terms of, oh yes, so someone is asking, Josta is asking, what do you want your legacy to be?
um, hmm, that is a good question. What would I want my legacy to be? I don't think I would want my legacy to be in the entertainment. Is that weird? Unless if maybe
No, no, no.
my reality show is like amazing and it has like 20 seasons. But if it's not that, then I don't think I would want my legacy to be in the entertainment. I don't think so. Definitely probably something else in business.
Mm. And Diso RSA is asking, how do you ensure that you are compensated well for the work you've done as a woman in the industry, in an industry that takes advantage of women? How do you ensure that you're compensated well?
Yeah, that is so hard. But my advice would honestly be if you have an amount, stick to it. Get management, that's very important. Get a team that will work hand in hand. Even if you are not as big as a team, like getting your own team, maybe strike a deal like okay, percentages from what you get. But I definitely feel like having a manager and just having you know a price, have your set amount of what you feel you deserve, and just stick to it. Like, don't let anybody ask for favors. People back in the days, don't let them come back and be like, oh, but we know each other from back in the days. It's like, no, but you have a business, I have a business now. So definitely that. And I feel like with females, people take advantage of us all the time. So just be firm.
Mm.
Like, if people call you a bitch, people call you a bitch. That's how it is.
Mm. And then someone else is asking, yeah, I was just looking through. Oh yes, do you still run Get Snatched? And can you please start a YouTube channel?
Okay, no, I don't run Get Snatched. Me and my business partner had a fallout, and I kind of just, I wanted all ties cut. So I gave her everything that we had together, in agreement that, obviously we would not kind of have any communication. So Get Snatched was one of the businesses that I didn't want anymore. So no, I don't run Get Snatched. What was the next question again?
No, it says please start a YouTube channel. That
Oh,
was
I
the
did
question.
start a YouTube channel. You see, guys, prolonging things. Don't prolong things, but I promise you, I'm not prolonging because I'm lazy. It's just I've got so much thing. I've got so many things to do. But I did start it. I just put my music video on there. But I definitely want to add like more content to it. I did shoot some things, but I just have to edit it. But I have it already.
Someone, someone is asking us, when are we expecting new music?
Uh, Maybe ask me that question after the lockdown. I really regret not going into studio when I had the chance before this lockdown. But after the lockdown, I will definitely be going back to the studio, try my luck again to please all of y'all. But yeah, after the lockdown, I don't know when, but after.
Mm. And Goddess is saying, what can I do to become a hostess? I think she's asking, what can she do to become a hostess in a club?
There's a difference between a hostess and a host. A hostess is
A
the one,
host.
yeah, it's the ones that hold champagne and
Oh,
yeah, and then a host is somebody that just gets paid to be there. Um, to become a
so how
host,
do you become both? Mm.
to become a hostess, I don't know. I think probably go to the club and ask for a job. To become
Mm-hmm.
a host, I feel like you just have. It's sad, but people have to kind of know who you are, and from there you just do appearances, get your following up. People always want to, if your brand is established, people always want to see you, people always want to know where you are, where you party. So that's how you become a host.
Okay. So I just want to answer because a lot of because people keep on asking. Faith said she's only had fat freezing. That's all. She hasn't had any surgery. Because people keep on asking. Literally, like people, it's rolling, and people are like, "Have you had any surgery?"
I'm honestly like, I am. Thank you. I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Thank you.
Mm.
Leave it at that.
Someone's asking. Many have this misconception of who you are when you're looking at your profile, but want to be like you. What facts about being Faith would you give to many ladies? Okay, I like this.
Oh gosh, why is that so difficult?
Mm. Quite interesting.
Yeah. Um, to I don't know. I feel like first of all, as a woman or anybody, you need to find your own passion. You need to find what you want to put out
Mhm.
there, content that you would like to put out there, and just kind of be firm with that. I don't really try. I don't believe in trying to be like somebody else. So
Mhm.
there's only one of every person. So if you just find your passion and just kind of write off what you are good at, I feel. Yeah.
Yes, and we asked you this in the DMs earlier. So, what 5 dating tips would Faith give to the GQ guy? Well, what are the 5 dating tips you give? Yeah.
And you know what? Me and dating are not in the same WhatsApp group at this point. I have just watched
So,
that.
relationship tips.
Relationships. Hmm. I feel like always try and make the next person secure. Um, one, two.
Mm-hmm.
La, 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 la. Um, you see, I'm so terrible. Okay, two, be loyal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, don't rush into things. Don't rush into things. That is a mistake that I make a lot.
Mm.
Four, um, oh, choose your guys well, ladies. For males, the same, but specifically ladies. And I don't know, like just yeah, I don't know. To be quite honest, I'm so bad. I thought I was good. I'm not. Four bad.
No, no, totally. That's okay. Is that your dog?
Yeah, Tommy. He just went outside. I don't know what he saw.
No, that's fine. So in terms of your dream for yourself, what did you say is your dream for yourself as an artist and also
I know what.
as a woman and as an artist?
Um, as an artist, I would definitely love to be successful in everything that I do, if that is being music or having a reality show or whatever else path I would like to. You can't predict the future. Who thought I was going to be a rapper? So I would definitely, I would love to just succeed in those, in that aspect. Business-wise, I would like to make smarter decisions. Um,
Mhm.
and what else did you say? Oh, as a woman, I would love to
Yeah.
get married and have kids one day. Is that weird? Definitely the kids part. I don't know about the marriage, but yeah, I would love to have kids one day.
So before I was asking, how was your childhood, and do you think your childhood impacted who you've become?
Definitely. I definitely think my
Mhm.
childhood had impact. Only because I really wouldn't have even started twerking if I didn't have to, one. Um, two, I am, very thankful for my childhood because, I'm here today. Um, three, I can't really complain about my childhood. Like I actually, for the most part, I enjoyed my childhood. I really did. So yeah.
Top 5 songs on your playlist right now?
Um, my favorite song right now is I don't know what's the name? Jenny something. I don't know how to say her name, but the song is called
Mhm.
Tipsy Fairy. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on here, but that is one of my favorite songs. Megan the Stallion, Savage. Um, Oh gosh, I would have to go through my phone. Like I don't know, but lately I've just been listening to R&B. So
Mm. Do you know that people compare you in a way to Megan the Stallion? Have you heard
what?
that? Or was this the first time you've heard them?
No, that's the
I
first
don't
time.
know, like you probably like, kind
No.
of have the same vibe. 'Cause I remember when I was speaking to my team about doing this interview, they're like, "Oh, she sounds like he has that Megan the Stallion thing going on."
Really?
Do you think you do?
No, I don't. I've never really heard that before, but I don't know. But I don't think
Mm.
so.
And someone is asking any advice to a teenage girl who wants to be an influencer. Someone who wants to be an influencer, do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, just kind of know. Oh, okay. Thank you. Just kind of know what you want to put out there. I kind of just did it. Like I didn't know what the hell I was doing, quite honest. But know what you want to put out there and know your value as an influencer and to becoming one. I to be I don't know about people really becoming an influencer right now.
Mm.
You know, um, I feel like most influencers, they had a following from like back in the days and it just kind of grew. I definitely would probably feel like being an influencer now, you just wake up and you're like, you know what, I want to be an influencer. That cannot be easy. And shout out to you if you succeed. But oh, that can't be easy because I feel like most of the influencers kind of had their following from like back then. But if you are trying to be an influencer right now, do it, you know, give it your best shot. Just know the angle you want to go with.
Someone is asking, are you studying or thinking about studying?
No, I'm not studying. I'm not thinking about studying. I will not do it anytime soon. So yeah, no.
And someone else was asking, like, what is your biggest fear? What do you fear the most?
Um, my biggest fear is just not. What is my biggest fear? My biggest fear is not being able to provide anymore. Like just, having everything fail. I mean, I know that's kind of, that's sad, but that is my biggest fear. And with what's happening right now, my biggest fear is the world end. So, yeah.
Mm. And your dream car, what would that be? I'm just reading these questions as they go.
Really? Is that what people are asking? My
Yeah.
dream car is it's a G-Wagon or an R8. First, yeah, I'm simple like that. Yeah, the G-Wagon.
And then someone is asking, what if I just propose to you right on camera?
What is it?
So someone is saying, yes, is a reality show package okay? Like, can you make money as a reality star? That's what someone is asking.
Yeah,
Is there money in reality shows?
yeah. No, there is money, obviously. Yeah, it is. It's television, so yeah, there is.
So if you're not doing this, what else? What would you be doing?
If I wasn't doing what reality TV, I would just be doing what.
Reality TV,
Yeah, I think I would just be doing what
reality.
I was doing. It's just
Mhm.
being like an influencer. It's not like I've stopped doing it, but I'd still be hosting. I'd still just be running my business. I would just be doing what I still am and was doing before it. So yeah.
Mhm. So as soon as the lockdown is done, what are the first things you'd want to do?
I just
Like if
want to
it's pick five things.
go
Uh-huh.
to a restaurant. It's like I'm so tired of cooking. Like I wanna go to a restaurant. Uh I wanna go to a restaurant. I wanna see people. I wanna see my friends. I wanna be out of this house. I hate it at this point. I wanna be out there. I wanna start working again, you know. All the meetings that I took for granted, I will be attending all of them. Yeah. Good old days.
And then someone is asking, let's see, how do you stay? No, not that question. Uh, if At what age did you buy your house? Quite
Um,
interesting questions there.
I got my house when I've been here for like a year and a half now. Yeah, for like a year and a half. So I'm
So
24.
if being in entertainment and social media fails, what else would you do? What's your next game plan? That's what someone is asking.
Uh, Fun fact, I trade in Forex, so I'd still be doing that. Something I don't like talking about because people have had, bad experiences with it. So I would be doing that. I hope, can I still sell my makeup without me being the face of it? I'd still do that. Yeah, I don't know. That's a thought I don't want to think about. Why would that fail? Like, it's scary. That's something I don't.
So what are your three favorite destinations?
My favorite destination.
Yes, destinations. If you could choose three places that you've been to or you want to be, what would those be?
I've been to Paris and I love it so much. So yeah, definitely Paris. I would love to go to. I would actually love to travel like the whole of Europe. I like there's something about Europe that has my heart. So yeah, I would definitely love to do that, and probably go on like maybe Maldives. I'd love to go to like an island. Oh yeah.
If knowing what you know now and everything you've been through in the industry and in the entertainment industry, what would you change? Knowing what you know now, if you could tell someone who's following your footsteps, knowing what you know now,
Yeah.
if you go back to young Faith, what would you change, or what would you advise that person?
What would I change? I don't think the things that I can change are really in my control. So I don't think anything that's been in my control, I don't think I would change it. No, I honestly don't think so.
And the ones that haven't been, if you're giving an advice to someone.
Ones that haven't been in my control, I mean, there are so many, I mean, if I'm advising somebody, that's the thing. I wouldn't be able to advise somebody because those things just happened. If I wouldn't know where to erase for it not to happen. So
I get you.
yeah, so I wouldn't be able to give advice on that, to be quite honest.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just ask you maybe three more questions, then we will wrap. For everyone, okay, someone is asking what, let's see. So the questions keep rolling up. Who inspires you?
Who inspires me?
Yes.
I would definitely say J-Lo inspires me. Kim Kardashian inspires me. Kylie Jenner inspires me. Connie Ferguson inspires me. I mean, I wouldn't want to do what she's doing, but as a woman, she inspires me, and the career path that she has taken. Who else? Oh, yeah. I can't really think of them right now, but there are a lot of females specifically that inspire me. Yeah.
And then any last words to the people who came through, who came to view? What are the last words you like to say to your fans, to your followers, to even the naysayers? What are some of the things you'd like to say?
I would just like to say, please guys, stay at home. I really want to just come out. I want to be in the streets again. The streets miss me. I miss them. Let's just stay at home so that, we can enjoy all the nice privileges that we had before. And stay safe and wash your hands, sanitize, and yeah, just be safe. So we can all just be free.
Cool, Faith. Faith, thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us.
All right, cool. Thank you for having me.
Totally appreciate it.
Okay, cool.
Cool. And have a great, and stay at home until the restaurants are open.
I don't want to die, so I'm staying right here. Bye.
Cool. Bye, guys. Thank you for joining us.